Alex, darling, you've barely touched your steak. I glanced down at the glorious slab of meat, blackened crispy on the outside, juicy pink on the inside, expertly sliced and glistening with melted butter. I aimed a look of concern at her. Is anything okay? She rolled her eyes and pushed the platter closer to me. Bad joke, Carl. I haven't eaten meat for nearly 10 years. You know that. Yes, but in the 20 years that I've lived in Brooklyn, I replied with maybe too much smug satisfaction, Peter Luger Steakhouse is the one thing in Williamsburg that hasn't changed at all. I don't think this place has changed much since the late 19th century. Exactly. Since 1887. Remember that cab ride we took through this neighborhood about 10 years ago? I was pointing to all the different buildings and businesses saying, changed, unchanged, changed, 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 unchanged. Yes, I do. After 2 minutes, I got really annoyed and asked you to stop. I stabbed a piece of meat with my fork. I know. And you still want to get out of Brooklyn as fast as humanly possible. I don't blame you, but my point is, everything in this moneyed hipster mecca of excess has changed. Everything except Peter Luger Steakhouse. With that, I finally got a smile. And what's so wrong with change, Carl? Nothing, I guess, if it amounts to progress, I admitted. But there's a lot to be said for consistency. I mean, look around. I gestured at the crowd packed into the overly bright wood-paneled room. More German beer hall than American steakhouse. The faces were as pink as the meat on their plates. You've got to admit, I picked the perfect place to discuss our new client, right? I don't see too many teenagers eating here, and not one black person. Well, you're right about that, Alex said, her smile fading. She looked down at the oversized tomato and raw onion slices on her plate. Anyway, I echoed. Seriously. Nopra? Are you really not going to tell me who's bankrolling this thing? And is it really not Oprah? Because I've been racking my brain and the internet, and I haven't discovered any African-American media moguls who are women who own their own network who aren't Oprah. And you do know her network is actually called OWN, right? Don't patronize me more than you already have, Carl. It's not Oprah. Well, that clears things up, I lied. Alex signaled our crusty old waiter for another martini. I flashed him a casual peace sign, by which I meant, make it two. So, let's talk Coretta White. I punctuated her name with a dreamy sigh. My hero. Oh, please, Alex snapped, as if you have any heroes. I'm serious, Alex. This chick is legit. She's a real deal. I know. So why does she need me? I mean, us. I took another bite of steak. I mean, our services, I added in Errol Flynn style. Alex glanced toward the exit. We've been over this. She's grappling with schoolwork, college applications, etc. What's the etc.? Alex turned back to me, her eyes glittering. Pulse TV wants to develop a Coretta White TV show with a robust web presence. Something that capitalizes on the live tweeting everyone in the sweet spot demographic does during the Oscars or an election or a football game or... Pulse TV? I interrupted. Are you linked up with the school twins? They're like taking over the world right now. Will I get a piece of the TV show? I knew I wasn't getting a piece of the TV show. But I was irritated at the way Alex had snapped into pitch mode with me, like I was one of her